Okay, I'm filling it up. I pressure washed the whole thing. The inside, you'll see a little bit of like dust, and that's just some calcium buildup. If you want to, you can just hand wipe it, maybe get a little bit of CLR or something, not too much because you'll have to wipe it off, but some kind of a biodegradable detergent. But if you don't, it's fine. It'll eventually dissolve and the filter will pick it up. But we're filling it up now. You have to make sure that the valve right there is closed 100%. Okay, that's what you open when you want to drain it. And I'm just using regular water. I think it takes, I don't know, a couple hours to fill up. I usually watch it. And if you get it level, then you're going to be good with that min-max. And it'll be important to try to get as level as you can. But I would usually fill it up if it's level all the way to the max. Okay, that way if it loses any water or anything. But you'll be fine. If you have like 6 people in here, you want to go probably middle between max and min. But if you only have like 2 or 3 average, I do that. Okay, it's not going to be a big deal. The water just comes over the side, but it's just little bits of it. All right, so it's going to fill up. The big thing now is to connect the pump. And there's 3 things to connect: the air and the water that circulates around here. Okay, these things raise up. You can see them, and you just push those on and screw them off. The big thing is this cap comes off, and on each end of this there is a gasket, and you can see right here the gasket moved up. The gasket actually just stays right in there like that. Okay, and each one of them has a gasket on the end, these water ones and the air ones, all 3 rubber gaskets, and it's important that you have them. If you don't, it's going to leak. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on. All right, just like that. You line it up, and then you screw it in, hand tight. Okay, be right back. Okay, the key here is to make sure that the pump and the tub are level, right? So you can connect these things up, and then they just screw on, and you'll see it. I've got them hand tight. Okay, and this one, just need to screw it. It'll click if you do it too much. So this is the air. It's not as important as the water, but I'm going to tighten it to about right there. Perfect. Okay, now we're ready to turn it on once we get above the pump levels of water, and those levels are right there where the 2 outlets are at. So I'm going to fill it up and let it run tonight and just get it above that level. I'm not going to go all the way to the top. It's a lot of water to drain, just so I can show you how it works once you turn it on. But this right here, you can see it'll bubble up. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, right now it says it's 82 degrees with water. I'm going to run the pump just to show you how it's working. The pump's going to work. It's the other one that you don't want to run until it's over. There we go. Water builds up. Should be good to go. Okay. Nice. It's really comfortable. We have a lot of accessories, and also a little bit of sanitizer and some test strips. So I've got a net, just like a pool, that you can clean it. But I would try to maybe wipe the sides down a little bit more, because there is some dust left on them. And that the cleaner you can get this thing before, but I wouldn't use any real detergent. All right, but yeah, it's nice. It's good, and it runs off basically a hair dryer. It's not 220 volts. It's just a normal 110 volt. So it does take some time to heat it up. It's basically 1 degree per hour. Okay, so keep that in mind, and it usually cools down about in an hour. Depending on what the temperature is outside. But it sounds good. It's going to run. I'm going to go ahead and let it fill up over this one right here. Then I can turn on the water pump, and we'll be good to go.